This book was somehow very hard to understand, but not so hard that you want to stop reading it. I went through with it and I'm happy that I did, because all the sequences, the event sequence, the time sequence, just jumps around the whole event, whole line of events, that you sometimes lose control which is which, and at the same time the characters are on the same set, changes all the time. The only thing that doesn't change is the main character, who is a girl whom I would refer to as Shannon. And she is going on a road trip with her friend Brandy Alexander, who is a transgender. I'm not sure how to define her. The book is very vague about descriptions. And their friend Seth. On the other part there is Shannon's best friend, used to be best friend Evie, who ends up cheating on her with her boyfriend Mana. So there are two different set of characters which end up being all jumbled up together in the end. And the reason why she is on this trip is, from the beginning she was modeling with Evie because she wanted so much attention from her parents, because her brother, what's his name, Shane, has died because of AIDS, which got so much attention. And being an attention whore and being a very beautiful person, she went through becoming a model. But in this book, it might sound very vain in a very cheap way, but when you add some elements of vulgarity into the book, which Chuck Palahniuk did in The Invisible Monsters, it becomes very interesting. That the characters treat plastic surgeries very lightly, that as if a thing that has to happen, it's not a big deal or so. The main character or the sub-characters are mostly in the modeling career, that they has to look perfect all the time, whether they're always going for careers where what to do with them. If even their face is ripped off, they are looking into hand modeling or like a leg modeling, and it is somehow very vain. And for someone, even for someone who are not vain enough to be interested in this book, the vulgarity makes it so interesting to look into that kind of subject. I don't want to spoil the book for you if you decide to read it and tell you the characters how they end up going, but one thing I can say to it is that this book ends beautifully. It's just this moment of realization of everything, and the ultimate decision to let go. And as in let go, I don't mean death, I mean just letting everything go. Becoming a new person is set in the very end of this book, which I find very beautiful, no matter how strange that it sounds.